I'm back home.
Saison. Und nach diesem wirklich spektakulären Sieg beim 4-Stunden GT3 Langstreckenrennen auf dem Hockenheimring.
Was für ein extrem starkes Rennen, ja?
Genau.
I'm Irene Bismarck. Today marks a turning point in my career with the IGTL. After a fumbling season ever since the new rules of the DTM, I'm switching gears and planning to participate in the next IGTL season, forming a new team under my name. I'll just be a race manager then, and I already made arrangements with my two promising ace drivers. But now that we're taking that route, I have to get myself reacquainted. It's a lot of work, but I'll do what I can. But the fact I'm taking a back seat this time, adjusting to this role, is my first time. But if it's for Yozora and his idol, I'll do whatever it takes so that they are prepared for the coming season.
Sag ihnen, sie sollen die Sachen hierher bringen.
First things first, I need to learn where it all began. It's a good thing I am a board member, so access to the data is easy to get, and a privilege. It's a hassle to go through all of this, but you do what you gotta do. Going through the race record should be a good starting point than any. Oh, this takes me back, really. I never thought I'd look back into my own career as the stepping stone into this research, just to make both Tomo and Yozora be fit for the next season. My touring car days. I remember this. I had a few good races in, and this was the first and last championship where they called me a rookie. I'm a Bismarck. Our family's been participating in this sport since the 50s. We were one of the pioneer families of the sport. Hell, even to a fault. As long as it was a German car, I knew my way around it well. That series had me use a WTCC-issued BMW 3 Series. It was par for the course, sure. But that was also when the league was making a few changes with the rules. Out of the races on my first championship, the one at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit stood out for me. A one-make race filled with nothing but BMW 3 Series touring cars. Official teams and privateers alike gather. We were one of them, of course. I'm glad my father was strict with me when training me for racing, as we old money Europeans of the time are known to not be aggressive. I didn't have an attachment to my car at the time, so I was ready to get my hands dirty on the track. Boy, was everyone surprised at what I could do back then. Can't say for sure anymore whether that was all my father's training or Bismarck pedigree in action.
And welcome back to the last ever ETCC race of the year and the final race of this championship held at Nürburgring Sports Course.
The winning team closest, or the overall champion driver of this tournament, gets to race alongside BMW Team Deutschland for the first ever WTCC to be held next season. So, who do you think would take home the crown this year? Gallo in car number 01 seems to be the people's favorite given she is starting just behind Dirk Muller, who is in the number 43 BMW, but we all better look out for the rookie of this championship, Irene Bismarck, in the number 10 for Bismarck Racing.
still calling her a rookie. It's been 7 races in. I don't think she's a rookie anymore. Points-wise, she's tied with Gallo and Campbell, who are both starting out on the podium.
We're now entering lap 6 of this 10-lap battle, and Bismarck's starting at the far back of the race, which is pretty unusual. From dominating the last few races, either she starts last or takes a 60-kilo ballast penalty. She chose to start far back, and for the past first 5 laps, none in the grid are changing their positions. Could this be a strategy unanimous amongst all drivers today?
Time to make a move.
All racers are entering Hockenheim, and already Bismarck making a move on the outside.
Tons of contact happening on the inner lane.
Where did you come from?
Bismarck from P20 is now at P14 down Mercedes Arena.
Keep the pressure on number 25. Make him feel your presence.
Yeah, Chief. I'll lure him to the outer lane.
Damn it! Number 10 just got me!
Bismarck with an aggressive overtake from the inside takes P13 off number 25.
That was cutting it closer than I preferred, but at least he's dealt with. Now then.
Attack on the next lap. Don't rush. Don't rush.
Now in lap 7, Bismarck sets her eyes on number 41, attacking the same way as earlier. She's on fire! There's no stopping her attack!
Not yet. His defenses are up. I'll surprise him at Kurzanbindung. Auf geht's!
Damn it! You stubborn little...
Back at the Michelin curve, Bismarck finally overtakes and gains another position.
As I thought, a lot of the drivers here hesitate to cut the apex to risk overcorrection if they cut too deep.
She's gaining on the upper group as they pass the NGK chicane.
Who just snuck past us? That guy didn't cut the chicane, did he?
It wasn't an illegal maneuver, just a very gutsy overtake from number 10.
Past the Coca-Cola curve, she took 3 straight positions. She's now in 9th.
Watch out for number 69. They're known to block a lot. Find an opening.
On it.
Car number 69 doesn't seem to want to yield. Always Bismarck out of steam.
You weren't kidding. He threw me off my rhythm. But not for long. It's my turn.
You're side by side with number 69. Pull ahead of him.
And Bismarck takes 8th just before the NGK chicane.
Chief, how's the damage on the front?
Nope, there was no contact. You're in the clear.
Sehr gut. Number 40's exit is slower. Now's my chance.
Bismarck now in 6th as they enter lap 9.
At this rate, Irene, you'd be able to reach the top 3 before the next lap. Push.
Copy.
Campbell in number 40 spun out, giving Bismarck a free pass to 5th place.
So it's faster to take it wider at 2nd gear. Better take note of that for the last lap.
Bismarck taunting number 66 on the outside of bit curve.
Aus dem Weg!
Almost making contact, Bismarck is 1 place away from a podium finish.
Sorry guys, I tried. I don't know what's up with number 10.
It's okay. Forget about dogfighting with number 10. Just keep your position.
Oh, Bismarck with the corner cut. Officials are calling a 1-second penalty on her. Now she needs to build a 1-second gap on top of her finishing place.
My penalty, Chief, is it confirmed?
It's a 1-second penalty. Make up for it while you can, but don't overdo it.
Ja, verstanden.
Number 43 is in your range. Take his position.
Turn early and gemacht.
What the hell's gotten to number 10? Who's driving that thing?
For the last time at Mercedes Arena, Bismarck locks in at Gallo after passing Muller in the final lap.
You're on your last lap, Gallo. Don't throw it away trying to dogfight. Stay out of her way
shove it, I'm not gonna let some upstart from Saxony take away my moment. This championship is mine!
Good. Look at that movement. He's getting desperate.
Come on, just a bit more. Don't take this away from me, damn it.
Bismarck overtakes and blocks Gallo. She's now in the pole.
Damn it, fine to hell with overtaking you. I just gotta stick to your tail like super glue and make sure you don't get that 1 second gap. You're not taking this from me, Irene Bismarck.
This is it, Irene. Build that gap and bring it home.
Yeah, leave it to me.
The split time before the Coca-Cola curve, and Bismarck with over a 2-second lead over Gallo. Irene Bismarck in car number 10 wins the race and is going to the GRL World Touring Car Championship.
Nothing was ever smooth sailing. Racing has always been a contact sport, and my presence there turned heads, not because I was a Bismarck, but because I was a woman. The GRL, the new league that the touring car league I was part of got shafted there, and they even pulled in a works team that also debuted on my debut championship with the GRL. My crew chief back then said I should only settle for podium, not a win when they're around. But that's not how a member of the Bismarck family performs on the track. It was handled differently than the ETCC. With a more expanded roster from the Pan-Asia joining in, such as the V8 supercars, even if the GRL handled it, it was a lot to take in. Touring cars with the DTM rulebook. People say I don't belong, yet I was ready to throw hands. The works team was there, but they weren't my target. It was first or nothing for a Bismarck. I didn't have time to play tag, whether it was with Gallo or with Raven West.
It's just you and me now. Your request to make this line private should help you focus. I thought you liked hearing the banter through the cross-comms line.
It's unknown territory with all these different classes combined. Got to play it the old-fashioned way. Give me the play-by-play as always.
Copy that, Irene.
Gallo in the mid-pack? That's unusual for me compared to back in the ETCC.
It just shows how strong the competition is. Draft behind Gallo.
Copy. Engaging draft.
The Horden's in the way!
Irene, be careful. Raven West are closing in.
Raven West? Aren't they usually in the front pack?
They weren't able to qualify, so they started at the back.
And now they're behind me? Shouldn't be a problem.
Number 33 Lazzetti on your left. Don't block.
I see him. Was actually thinking the same thing. Engaging. Phew, that was a close one.
Heads up! Raven West closing in.
Kinda busy here, trying not to lose control. Number 33 is hesitating. I'll catch him off guard. There.
Irene, are you okay?
Just a scratch. I was able to pass him.
That should put some distance between you and Raven West.
Why are you so hung up about them?
They're going to set the bar for most of the races.
Well, they're doing an ass of a job, that's for sure.
You alright?
Please tell me that wasn't deliberate.
It ain't. Their front suspension broke. Team 87 sent their regards. They're retiring that Type R that hit you.
Good to know. Time to pick up the pace.
I'm picking up heavy damage on your front end. Will you be alright?
I can. Just fortunate we're 2 laps away from finishing this. I'll make do.
I'll hold you to it. 3 more cars ahead of you. I'll watch your 6.
Copy that.
Mula right ahead of you.
Yeah, and McCain's behind me.
I'll keep an eye on him. Focus on number 43.
Copy. He's holding his line better than in the ETCC. Only one thing left to do. Chief, how are my front tires? I think I overdid it.
Enough to last you one last lap. Go after Broadbent and Miller.
Roger. Though it might last less than.
Broadbent on your 6!
I know! Damn. My tires! I'm losing speed.
Broadbent on your left!
I thought I had in. I'll use it all up at the carousel. Chief, any penalties on that last one?
Thankfully, none issued to you, nor Miller.
Good, because I think my tires are finally shot.
Will you make it?
It's not my style, but I might result to blocking.
Miller, McCain, Broadbent, all closing in.
All 3? Scheisse! Beyond Team 87 admitting the accident I got involved in, that race was my peak. The point of the GRL Touring Car Series was to make it an entry-level warm-up for those wanting to be part of the DTM of the next generation, as with other top-tier disciplines. Years passed. It was harder to be part of it now, and mostly due to the politics. To adapt to the FIA's new rules for the DTM, retired GT3 Le Mans cars of yesteryear were used to give us purists a taste of what the so-called real racing experience is. To keep up with ever-changing times, I flew to Japan just for that. A race with the kind of car I liked the least, the Porsche 911 GT3. And with time not on my side, I had to make a call to an old family friend. Cycle Motorsports won the 2001 GT3 class of Le Mans and got second in 2006. Fairly impressive for a privateer team. My ancestors formed a friendly, competitive rivalry with them, so they were the best team for me to seek help from. The owner was ready to retire the moment I reached out to them, but were glad to help me out in such short notice. They didn't mind flying to Japan to keep our rendezvous under the radar. It's not that what I'm doing is considered cheating, but it's the easiest way to know the ins and outs of an albeit outdated GT3 than going in blind. I just didn't think or expect that there was someone who actually documented the whole thing.
Take it easy on the first lap, then I'll up the pace on the next one. Can you feel the difference between this and the 3 Series?
Crystal, the launch alone told me everything, and how it handled the first set of corners.
Excellent. Just keep pace with me.
are you able to go faster?
You'll understand soon enough. Feel the G's of the 911, and you'll understand the unique magic of its rear-engine drivetrain.
Why are you still faster than me in the chicanes?
You're fighting it. I told you to relax. Turn the wheel less, too, and have the throttle.
Right. Copy. Just like he said. And now I'm closing the gap.
The flow won't be the same for every track, but I think you're getting it. With the GT3, you can push it more, and you're not relying too much on the downforce, unlike the DTM class ones that you're used to.
I think I could push the 911 further than the 3 Series. And it's not just the power difference. I could turn in much deeper too. I wonder.
You're a fast learner, Bismarck. Now find my opening, make the pass, and hold the lead.
Yes, on it. The way it holds the inside is insane. The DTMs can't do this without losing speed. I better get used to this.
Looks like you got me, Bismarck. You're now ready for the GT3. Mr. Cycle, she's good to go. We're done here.
It was a good learning experience, but I hate it not because I dislike Porsche. I hate it because it reminds me of someone that I butt heads with. Tanya Hale of the UK. She doesn't own or use a Porsche. It just so happens her benefactor and brother was a huge Porsche 911 fan. Put 2 and 2 together, Tanya will still be in the formula, hence the hate. Eventually, I learned to live with the 911 until my last days with the GRL. I thought it's where the Bismarck family legacy would end. By my hands, in a grassroots level race field, we toiled our lives over with the DTM. But the opportunity to change that fate presented itself. And all I had to do was compete with that same car in the 24 hours of Le Mans of that 1 year. I'm still baffled by the challenge sent to me. To use a GT3 race car and get podium against the GT2 class? It felt like a scam, but I couldn't just leave it alone. After all, the one who issued the challenge ended up being the founder of the soon-to-be IGTL years later. Getting podium in the GT2 class with a GT3 car, it was a ceiling I had to break if I were to survive in the new format.
This is it. Your debut in the mall. Your longest race ever. Don't mistake the other 911s in your race, though. They got the GT2R power plant in a GT3R SR body. We're the only ones in the real GT3, so this will still be your hardest race yet.
It's not helping that these are past Le Mans champions driven by their protégés and one-downs. I may have the lead, but they're obviously pacing and preserving their runs.
That's right, so don't rush, Irene. The GT1s aren't your target. Just stay ahead and stay on the top 3 amongst the GT2 class.
Copy. Watch my back as usual. My first aim is to build as big of a gap as I can while they're pacing themselves. Then I'll align my pace with theirs come a few laps in after my first tyre change. That should at least suffice. But I know that's not going to be easy. especially here in the long straight, they can easily close that gap. I might burn my tyres early, but I'll take that risk. The end of the Mulsanne straight. It's points of the track like this where my training with cycle pays off. I should make the most of it when I can. Good. That should help spread us out. I just got to keep it consistent for the next few hours. If I could just keep them at bay, I can do this. We're 6 hours in. I can feel the fatigue in my fingers. We've already done 2 pit stops earlier as well, and the ones behind me are following my lead into the pits, so there's no change in our positions. I can tone down my pace and let one of them pass. I'll ride their slip and use their headlights to guide me down the Mulsanne straight.
Irene, should I have our second driver ready? Your pace is dropping.
Negative, Chief. It's all part of my plan. Plus, nighttime is when drivers are faster, and using their slipstream as they do so would cut down on my lap time for less effort. I know what I'm doing.
Okay, but the moment you veer off your average race line, I'm having our second driver switch with you and order you to box.
Fine. But they better not lose position when we switch. Book it on the 9th hour. Number 98 seems to have overextended themselves earlier. Guess I'd have to settle for the spiker to draft me. Three hours in and still no change. Not sure if my plan's backfiring, or the gap is finally showing a third of the way in between the classes.
I'm calling for a mandatory pit stop, Irene. You need to take a rest. We'll formulate a plan once you switch out.
Understood.
You sure 4 hours is enough for you?
I'll manage. The leaders in our class are falling off like flies. I'll rebuild the gap while they recuperate.
Watch out for the Panos team behind us. They've paced themselves quite well shadowing us.
That was too close. This should at least assure me the lead. Gotta hold on to it.
Careful! The other Panos team is ready to attack. Yield!
No, I can't. If I yield, we'll never be able to catch up.
You can just slip.
The spec difference over time is enormous. This GT3 is at its limit.
Yield! That's an order! We can't fight them in the straight. Do it at the end of Mulsanne.
Holding them off on the technical section is the only way left. Nothing's changed for the past 10 hours. Now we're in the last 5 minutes of the race. They kept the pressure but didn't make a move. And those who lost control early on managed to keep up because I've been holding the upper group back with how slow I am.
Just one more lap, Irene, and we got this.
So frustrating. We may actually do this.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. How's the car?
The front's badly damaged, and the front axle sustained some warping. Box in, we're retiring.
No. We'll get the podium finish.
The car took some serious damage. You might not corner as well.
It's my call to make. We're finishing Le Mans, not retiring.
Okay. You're 17 seconds behind the class leader.
That's more than enough. Over. I've come this far. I'm not quitting.
The Spiker GT2 crashed on your left.
Copy. Split time report.
12 seconds.
Got it. Swerve to the left once he starts braking. Cut through the S-curve. Ride the rumble strips. Draft the 911 and panels.
8 seconds.
Give the split time at the end of Mulsanne Straight.
Your exit speed is faster than the GT2R. Take him, and we get podium.
That's not enough. I'm after that panels in front of me.
The panels behind is gaining.
Auf keinen Fall.
That one invitation was the starting point of change. It made me realise that things won't stay as they were. And if I were to keep the spirit of the Bismarcks alive in motorsport, and the spirit of the DTM, I had to keep adapting. Thanks to that one woman from the Audemars family, it was a step in the right direction. We never met in person back then. It was always her proxy that keeps meeting me. I was hesitant to make that decision, but a good friend of mine gave me the push. I may not be out of a career, but hey, at least I am keeping the Bismarck family name alive, even if I'm no longer winning podiums. Come to think of it, I couldn't even remember that friend who encouraged me back then. I couldn't even recall her face. Some friend I turned out to be.